good afternoon. We seem rather low down, don't we?
Yeah, but you said we're both in there.
We're both in. I think we're okay. Well, whichever one of us is not in frame, hello.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's pointing low.
It does, but mind you, we've had this discussion before.
And then you turn it up and it goes two up, right?
Yeah. It looks like it's pointing, saying more at you. And
yeah, and yet we're both on it. So hopefully, I did check, and we were on before. So hello anyway. Yeah, we're not doing the draw today because we're going to let it run a little bit longer. So it'll probably be the next time that Sue comes we'll do the draw.
Yeah, probably, next week.
Yeah, because there was only a few people still entering. So I thought I'd give them a chance to do it. Yeah. So anyway, what my news is, I finished the top. That's my news. I just about managed it, as you can see, with one ball of this that Zoe 24 Carat Crochet brought for me. It's called Rainbow Boucle, and the colour is Rainbow Boucle Black Brights, although it doesn't really have any black in it. I think somebody else had a discussion like this, saying that
tiny bit, isn't there?
It's maybe
sort of like top of the grey.
Tiny, but it's mostly
because that little flowers.
Yeah.
Mind you, it does look purpley, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's navy blue, so I don't know why they call it Black Brights, but anyway. Yeah, I just about had enough. That's all that's left. Yeah.
Just about
That's
had
just
enough.
squeaking it. I would have liked it a bit longer, but I will do another one. And if you're wondering about the pattern, it's an adapted version of the double stitch twins.
Yeah, double stitch twins.
And if you want to look at Z, she's Zeldon NRJ3. Yeah, she's done actually a lovely one, because she's done it in stripes. But I didn't want to introduce stripes into this because it seemed to have enough, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's looks quite well, hasn't it? You know, you're getting enough of...
Yeah, it looks a bit baggy on Lady Jane, but bear enough, I'm a bit bigger around the broad bit. Lady Jane is.
But more voluptuous job.
Yes.
Voluptuous.
Voluptuous, I think the word is not voluptuous. What am I doing? Well, I'm doing... we'll do me first because I've not got much to do. I'm crocheting with some Aran cotton, which is Shola and Style, and it's not finished yet obviously because nobody's got arms that tiny. No. And I'm on the front bit, and it's the same pattern as I did in like a taupe and creamy colour. I don't know whether you can see it or not. It's a free pattern. It's a drops pattern, freebie one. So it's called Verano, V-E-R-A-N-O, Verano. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, it's from my Etsy shop, so that's... But this one, unfortunately, no. Nobody's having this. This is mine.
Just your colours, though.
I know. Really, I said to Zoe, how do you know I like purple? She, I think I guessed.
Yeah.
Right, well, it's over to Sue. She's going to tell you where she's up to now.
Right, well, not a lot has gone on. But we've got one or two things. If I can borrow Lady Jane.
Yes, you can borrow Lady Jane.
I'll borrow Lady Jane.
If you strip her off.
I'm trying to find...
Strip her off. I should explain that the last time that he came, what were we doing? Were we doing something we didn't have time to do a video, did we?
We didn't.
I don't know what we were doing, but we were busy, weren't we?
We were.
See what I mean about brain fade? I can't even remember what happened in 2 weeks' time. A week ago.
I'm just thinking, why have I got a ball of red? But hey ho.
Obviously.
In my latest, this is the doings bag.
Obviously you mean to do something with it. So.
I haven't got a Mercedes, and my daughter works for them.
No, don't spoil the illusion.
Oh. No.
You could have a Mini. You could have them thinking that you were rich and you had a Mercedes. I've got one in every colour, of course.
Yeah. Well, this is... let's make sure I've got it the right road out.
Well, my scooter's red. Does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, it doesn't look too bad on Lady Jane there.
Picture up a bit. Undecided whether to put button on it or not, aren't we?
Well, no, I think it needs some sort of tie, or even we'll go retro and have a lace.
Yeah, that would
lace
be nice.
Lace it up, get retro.
Yeah.
Although the edging lends itself to having
Oh yeah.
a button, you
Yeah.
see. But I was quite pleased with how that came out,
Yeah.
and it actually looks really nice on.
Yeah.
So
And you're going to irritate everybody by
I
saying there
know
isn't a
there's no
pattern.
pattern, it came out my head.
Before people start asking me where Sue got the pattern from, don't know.
I saw a picture and I thought, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And I tried to deconstruct it, and I tried to do it
Yeah.
in a sort of chunky way, and like the original picture I saw.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just wasn't happening for me.
It's sort of like one
So-
pineapple but extended,
Yeah.
isn't it, really? It starts
It
off with
is.
a pineapple there, but it extends down
Yeah.
to a pointy bit.
Now I've got a pointy bit on that one, but I got all inspired.
Should I explain that the back's just got a mesh,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
just a mesh. Dead
Mine
easy.
would be back and front would be just a mesh.
Well, I did.
Or a mess, whichever way you want to talk about it.
See my bag of all sorts.
There's no rabbit in there, by the way.
No,
in
there
case you were
isn't.
asking.
No, that's in my hat.
Is that in your hat?
Yeah, that's where you can't keep rabbits, in your hat.
in your hat. Right.
Just got. You see, I started one in some. It's like a purple and black cotton
Yeah.
that I got years ago. And I thought, oh, because it's only thin, I'll use it double.
Yeah.
So I've got two fronts, but I ain't got a back. So I'm going to have to do a back, I thought, in black. Now this one is a bit bigger,
Yeah.
more generous.
Yeah. So you've got two fronts
So-
but no back.
Yeah, so I'll have to make...
That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'll make a back in black because
Yeah.
it'll look like a traditional waistcoat then.
Yeah, well,
you
they
know, where
used
they
to
have the black silky backs.
Yeah.
And then, because you can't get too much of a good thing, and I'm trying to use my stash, and it's sort of
Yeah, well,
working, but not.
I've tried to use my stash after getting told off.
And this was a comb I got from Abercam.
Yeah, they do
When
have
they used to
clothes
do
now
the
and again.
fancy
Yeah.
designer combs.
They only do plain ones now.
Yeah,
Quite boring.
and this one hasn't got a pointy front, it has
Oops.
a scalloped edge,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which, do you know, it looks really nice and quite summery.
If you can hear
It's-
snoring, by the way.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Sky. The dog is snoring.
But that's come out really well.
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
Like I say, I haven't done the ends in yet.
Yeah. I like these subtle... I'm not a green lover, but I like the subtle colours of green.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the olive greens. It's just I don't like... Although I do wear emerald green, so I'm telling you
Yeah.
why there, aren't I? But
Oh, I love subtle greens. I really
Yeah.
do. I'm.
they don't really particularly suit me, though, the pale
Yeah.
greens. I'm a vivid colour
Yeah.
person. They seem to suit me the best, yeah.
Oh, I love sort of khaki and all
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, I
these
like
pale
them,
greens, and
don't
I
get me
love
wrong.
lime green.
Yeah, I like them, it's
Although-
just I don't like to. Oh dear.
So I think that's about enough
Right.
that I've been carrying on with.
Yeah. You've done
Um,
more than me. I've done a baby cardigan, but I can't show that because it's
No.
for somebody who I don't want to see it. I haven't done anything for our baby because I don't know whether she wants anything or not. So, our baby's doing well, by the way. She's home.
Very
and she's
good.
very well. I've seen loads of photos of her, but I haven't seen her yet. But I don't like going
No.
too soon until they've got a routine or
That's it,
anything like
yeah.
that. I never do with anybody. I mean, perhaps I would if it was my own daughter, but
Yeah.
when anybody's had a baby, I don't care how close I am to it. I like to let them just...
Find the feet a bit.
Yeah,
just,
because
you
they
know.
didn't do that with me. They all
No.
bombarded me with visitors and I just wanted to be left alone.
Yeah, yeah. To recover.
To recover.
No, the only other thing I'm doing is I went on Pinterest and I found a stitch pattern that I thought, oh, quite like that.
Yeah,
It's a flower sort of design.
yeah.
So, because it's charted, there were no words. Right, what did I do with that bit of blue now?
Well, it was in there a minute ago.
I know. Yeah, but you know what this bag's like?
We were like that. I was looking for my pink crochet hooks the other day and I couldn't find them.
And
I think there's bottom.
I've started having a go, and it's looking quite nice.
Yeah.
I think, oh, that would be a lovely stole.
Oh, it's a stole. I was got to say what you're making with it. Yeah.
Something.
I didn't know whether you were going to make a. Might would have been too small for a top, wouldn't it? Not being rude to you, Sue, but I think you're a bit wider than that.
No, I'm not.
You just like wearing things tight, do you?
No, it would make a top if I carried on with it.
Yeah. I just want some little bits tight for what the modern...
Yeah.
The modern fashion's more like open work, isn't it? And a bit more
But, no, I shall carry on with it because, like I say, I'm really rather liking...
The stitch, yeah?
Yeah. I'm not a flowery person, but this has caught my fancy, so...
Yeah, but it's not overly florally, is it?
No,
you know, like
no.
Loads and loads of flowers, yeah.
But it took some working out, even though I think I know my charts.
I don't know my charts.
There was one symbol in it and I thought, crikey, how am I doing this? And I did some and I pulled it back and I did some more and I pulled it back and then I did about 2 rows and I thought, no, it still ain't happening.
Yeah.
And then the penny dropped.
Yeah.
So...
Pennies don't drop with charts. Well, they do eventually. I like a chart, don't get me wrong. I like a chart, but I like the written instructions.
Yeah.
And then I use the chart to check that my written instructions...
You're doing the right thing.
Are doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But
well, I quite like a chart.
I'm not too good with just charts on their own.
Yeah.
But my my thing...
The only thing I like is... I like charts. And you get a lot in these Japanese books and... You know, on Russian websites, but what I really need is the starting chain.
Yeah, I don't.
If I could work that one out,
I don't work that out.
I was
over ambitious with your starting.
Yeah, but
chain.
I'll just, you know,
you just started.
I'll pull that back.
Yeah, you can unravel it from the other end. Yeah, backwards.
Yeah. Until it matches in. But I was really quite pleased. You know, with the effects it has.
Yeah. Well, I'm on pins with this while I'm doing all the backs and the 2 fronts at the same time. Is I don't want to run out of one. I want it to be in one colour, really. I did mine with stripes, if you remember. I did a brownie one, a taupey coloured one.
Yes.
And although I love it, I would have preferred it to have been in one colour, but...
We'd have to go rooting in the garage and see if you can find...
Oh, this one I might have another. It's that shoulder and style, is it called, that I got from that lady on eBay. But she seems to have, well, maybe she sold the stock she had. Yeah. People do tend to do that, don't they? They appear, don't they? And then they're there for a while and then they disappear with all. And I'm not seeing this advertised with anybody else, actually.
No.
Although I'm sure it must be still around. It's not an old...
Oh, it'll still be around, but it's just finding it, isn't it?
Well, it's like this yarn I'd like to... Not that yarn, not my yarn. I'd like to find some more of this yarn, but I know it'll only be in America.
Yes.
And I don't think it was warrants.
Oh, is it Lion Brand or...?
No, it's Pearl Essence, whoever that is. Pearl Essence.
Oh.
Is it Lion Brand? No. Oh, it's Joanne.
Oh, right. Oh, we don't stand a chance.
No chance with Joanne. She doesn't post anything.
Joanne, if you're watching, you need to come to England.
Oh, you need to at least...
Yeah.
I cannot understand that, you know, even with postage and that, why some firms in the US just don't ship to UK at all.
I know, we've had postage to and from America.
I know it's expensive, but I mean, I've had this problem one time with a pattern. And I'm thinking in this digital day and age, you know, why can they not send me a digital pattern? If they won't send me
There was one I wanted and I've forgotten what it was for now. And I tried everything. You had to put all your details in, even though it was a digital pattern. It wasn't your name, your address and all this. But it wasn't set up for anything outside of
I've been turned down on a digital pattern.
And you just think, why? It's digital.
Yeah, why can they not send it?
You know, it's...
And it
comes via your email.
It also tickles me why some people want to know the ins and outs of who you are, what colour your eyes are, you know, how tall are you, and they're sending it by email.
Yeah.
So why do they need your actual postal address? I don't really know. But so it is. So it is.
Well, that's it, because it can't be for money laundering, can it?
No, because you're not.
You know, because if you're only spending, you know, $5.
I mean, Tacky Stacey Charles have altered theirs now. You can actually get some of their things digitally. But I can remember a few years back the performance I had to get one of the patterns.
Yeah.
I had to get a lady in America, and she gave it to her husband who was coming over on business into the UK, and he posted it from the UK to me.
Yeah.
And I had to send the cheque down to her mother-in-law down in the south. I got it in the end, but it was a real performance.
Yeah. Well, I know I wanted a Doris Chan pattern that was for a yarn company.
Yeah.
So obviously she didn't have the rights for it, and it wasn't on her.
Yeah, on her page.
Her store.
Yeah.
And I finished up after a bit of a rigmarole, finding a yarn shop in America that had a copy.
Yeah.
And we did it that way.
Yeah, but not everybody's willing to do that.
No. Because ironically, it's that pattern that I've done quite a few of. Put them on my Ravelry page.
Yeah.
And, you know, come back 1 or 2 comments, etc.
Yeah.
But it's that one. Have you got the pattern? Can you send it me? No.
Yeah.
You know, it's a hard copy.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't a hard copy,
You can't do that, no.
it's, you know, excuse me, I paid for it.
Yeah. That happens to me a lot.
You know, the cost of getting that hard copy.
Yeah. To us is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had that a few times saying, can you send me a copy? And one lady actually said, I don't want to buy the book. And I'm thinking, excuse me, but I had to buy the book, you know. I'm not being
we've all bought books.
Yeah.
For 1 or 2 patterns.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not being mean or anything. People say you're being mean, but I'm protecting myself, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sued for copyright, you know. Because you can't do it, can you? You can't just take photocopies willy-nilly and send them off to people, you know. It's just not on.
Yeah.
And yet you get these... Somebody put a comment on one time, it's no good asking her, she won't share a pattern. Yes, I'll share a pattern, I'll share you the link, and I'll share you where I got it from. And if it's a free pattern, I'll tell you where I got it from.
Yeah.
But no, I won't share a pattern, because it's contravening the copyright, you know. People can think I'm really, really mean, but it's just the way it runs, isn't it?
That's it, everybody's got an opinion, and everybody's entitled to an opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
If they don't match with mine or yours, well,
yeah. I mean,
we're still entitled to have that opinion.
Yeah, if people want to do that between themselves, that's nothing to do with me. But personally, I don't want to, you know, to break a...
No.
Whatever.
That's, I mean, it's hard enough for designers anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and if they spent time, energy and...
I wouldn't like to design anything because, you know, it would take away so much time.
Yeah. From
my crocheting and everything like that. And I'm thinking, for the little amount of money that you get, like say $4 or whatever it is you charge for a pattern, $6, I don't know what they charge. I wouldn't like to have all that. And you have to work it out. It's like Doris Chan was saying one time. You have to work out all the different sizes, which means you've got to make something up in all the different sizes to make sure that it fits right. And I'm thinking, no, it's not. And it's the same with...
it's a labour of love, isn't it?
Same with tutorials.
Thank you very much, Doris. We love you back.
It's the same with tutorials. I admire anybody who makes a tutorial. I really do. But they are a certain class of people that have the patience and the setup, and they can fit the cameras over their shoulders, and they do all this, and they can sit there. No, not for me. I'm sorry. If you're expecting a tutorial from me, you won't get one. I'm sorry. I just, I have not got the patience, the know-how. I mean, my camera cuts off after every 25 minutes or so. I can imagine how long it would take me.
It's time-consuming as well, you know.
Yeah. And I could have crocheted a jumper or whatever by the time I was making tutorial, and I just don't have. It's not that I don't have that time. I just don't.
Well, I just don't have the time.
Basically, I just don't want to do it anyway. I admire anybody who makes tutorials, and there's so many good ones out there.
There are, yeah.
I don't want to join the queue.
No, but there, like you said, there are so many good ones that, you know, even experienced crocheters turn to. And, you know, every day's a school day. You learn, you know, you can learn a lot by watching these tutorials. So thank you out there if you do make tutorials.
I mean, yeah, I really, really admire people who do them, because I just, I'm just rubbish at it.
I think I'd be forever going backwards, you know, sort of like saying, well, we do this, this and the other.
Oh,
but you should have done this in the first place.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This. We should have done this like 2 rows back. Yeah.
That'd be me.
That'd be me too. I'm just rubbish, as we say, rubbish at them. But why am I doing this? I'm getting myself all knotted up here.
You are.
Well, I decided that it was after 12 rows I had to do the armhole. But because I was at this end of the row, but what I should have done was made the chain before I started this other row, yeah?
Right.
So...
It's not that much to pull back.
No, well I don't... Well, yeah, I do have to, really. No, I don't. If I can put that chain there and stitch it to the end of there...
Right, I'm with you.
Then I don't have to unpull it then. I can just crochet into this chain. Oh, there's a lot of jiggery pokery goes on in my world.
We're good at fudging. I'll give us our dues. We are excellent at fudging.
Fudging, yes, that's what it's called, fudging.
Yes, technical term that.
Yeah, fudging. Doris Chanwell said it was a design, not design deviation, but it was something to do with design. They're not mistakes. They're something to do with designing. You've made a conscious decision to do it another way. I'm always doing it my way. I said I'm like, what's it called? Frank Sinatra, I'll do it my way, yeah. I should have that as an epitaph for me. I did it my way. I said it probably cost too much to chisel it onto mine. There won't be any place to put me, will there? I'll probably be in an urn, you know.
Oh, right up, yeah. No, I shall be in an urn as well.
I've not got my plot.
No, no.
My mum didn't have a plot, so I can't go with my mum or my dad.
No, we've not got a family plot.
We did have, but of course Gran filled it up with all the kids. My grandma had 16 children. My mother was one of 16.
Blooming heck.
And my father was one of 9, but there was only 7 living, because 2 got... Actually, they died from really something stupid, you know, like chicken pox or something. Yeah. Or scarlet fever or something they died from.
That used to happen, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. Because my brother, when my dad died, my brother never knew that my father's middle name was Edward. Whereas I knew, because the boy that was before my dad, he died quite young and he was called Edward.
Right.
Which was after his dad. So when my dad was born, they called him John Edward, yeah. So,
well, there you go.
And my father died at 80-odd-year-old, and my poor brother didn't even know he was called John Edward. And he goes, how would you know that? I said, well, we were talking one day. I said, and he trotted it out, you know.
Oh no, I've got a really small family. There's not many of us, but...
Oh, there's a lot of us.
My God, you know who we are.
There's a lot of us. Scattered all over the world. I've got relatives in Canada, America. I've got cousins in Australia. And I did have a cousin who used to sail in a boat, and we used to go all over the place. I think she's actually retired now from sailing the boat now. And yeah, when they retired from teaching or whatever it was she was doing.
Oh, furthest afield we've got is Cheshire, which is only a few miles down the road.
Oh no, our family's a bit far flung. Although the Buckleys are not too, that's my dad's side.
Yeah.
They're not too far flung there. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they're the ones who are in Canada and America. Yeah, they are far flung. And my mum's relatives are all over the... Oh, I don't know, I can't keep track of them.
Well, no, she's one of 16.
When Gran was alive, she kept everybody together. She was like the hub, you know. And then when Gran died, it was my mum that sort of volunteered and took it all over, and she was the one who organised everything. They organised these family meet-ups, you know, and get-togethers and things. But when Mum died, it just fizzled out, really.
Yeah.
And now all of the children have now died. There's a couple of wives left, I think.
Yeah.
But all the other children have died now, so there's no actual aunties and uncles apart from in-laws.
No, there's a few cousins.
Oh, I've got... talk to me about cousins. I've got more cousins I could shake a rat at. I don't know half of them.
I bet you don't.
No. Some I don't think I've ever seen. Some. So hello cousins, if you're watching. Hello to all my cousins. My dad's family's not as bad. I do know most of my cousins on that side, yeah. But not my mum's side. We once started to do a family tree, but I gave up because it got a bit complicated.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I wish somebody would do it, actually.
I know I did. I did for my family. But I've only done my mum's side. Because my dad's side is a bit complicated.
Yeah.
Not because of how many there are, but just, you know.
There's a lot of mysteries in my family, so I'd love to know who do you think you are, because I probably think I'm nothing that I am. Oh, I know I had one question.
What?
I got asked, how did you and Sue meet?